So this has been appearing a lot in my life lately, where I can tell first thing in the morning how my mind is doing, and if I need to focus on more kind of positive thoughts, you could call it. And there's this really good book I have which is called Winning the War in Your Mind right here. And there's this part in the book that's the replacement principle. And what you need to do is, it says in the book, when you're having thoughts that are kind of negative, right, and you're kind of stuck on that paradigm, what you need to do is you need to start replacing those thoughts and bringing those captive to more thoughts of abundance. And so inside of here, there's a quote, or there's a verse, Romans 12:2, that says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." And I was thinking about that this morning as my buddy Steve and I went out early in the day to get some LionFit content. We did some drone footage, we did some video camera footage, and just thinking like how often our minds start to get controlled by the things that are happening outside of us and that we don't have control over. And we give our whole energy away to that. And I think what's important is that first thing in the morning, we take control, right? Before we lose control of our thoughts, we actually take the time to replace those with thoughts of abundance, with thoughts of truth, with thoughts of love. You know, whatever it is for you that puts your mind on a trajectory of more, a peaceful way of being, right? So instead of going out into the world and then, frantically getting attached to things that are happening outside of you, you're suddenly tapped in, and this doesn't just happen overnight. This is practiced again and again and again. And then you'll realize that you are sort of reframing this. You are replacing those old thoughts that weren't serving you anymore with new, higher quality thoughts, right? And your heart and your mind are starting to change. You're starting to realize that you're showing up in spaces differently. You're holding space for people differently. And you just kind of grow into that and realize that this is the way that life is supposed to be lived. It's not meant to be lived in scarcity, it's meant to be lived in abundance. So if I could encourage you to do anything or invite you to do anything, it's take a book you love that puts you on a positive trajectory first thing in the morning, on a more positive frequency. And if you don't have one, Winning the War in Your Mind is good. There's a few I have that I could recommend as well that can put you on this wavelength. But just take something that's going to get you going in a direction of more positivity and of growth, right? Instead of that scarcity mindset. And we'll take this journey together. It's an everyday thing. So before I go to bed, I'll set the intention. We'll wake up and we'll get it going again. So let's keep making it happen. If you have any questions or comments regarding this topic, I'd love to hear them. Drop them below and we'll win together. All right, guys, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Peace.